What are the best settings for APOC 2? If you're asking yourself that question, I'm going to show you some of the settings that I use to make the game just a bit easier. Quick disclaimer that most of the settings are going to be preference, but there are a few that actually help make the game way easier. So first off, for keybinds, these are all going to be preference. You set them to whatever you use in other games. The only thing that I would probably change is auto run. Maybe change it to something that's a bit easier to press because right shift is kind of hard. Now for sound volume. For ambient, I like to keep this at 0. The reason for that is if it's at like 100, the ambience is like, it's so loud. So that's why I keep it at 0, because sometimes I'll just hear stuff from the ambience and I think it's like a car or a player. For interface, I like to keep it at 50 just because the normal interface is a bit too loud. For aim view changing, I like to have this on new. So for aim view changing, when you pull your gun in third person and you ADS, it goes back to third person with new. Whereas with legacy, if you ADS and let go, it keeps you in first person. I don't like having to zoom back out every time I ADS, so I just keep it on new. For automatic ladders, you're going to keep this one off. When you have it on, sometimes you'll walk into ladders while you're fighting someone and then that'll get you killed. Plus, when you have it off, you actually get to reach ladders from a lot farther. Quick move behavior, I have this on new, and nobody should have it on legacy, I'm gonna be honest. When it's on legacy, if there's something on the ground, you cannot click it to instantly put it in your inventory. You have to drag it all the way back. When it's on new, all you have to do is just click something and it'll go into your inventory. And having it on legacy will slow you down when you're looting, and that can get you killed. For game quality, I don't really see any difference with like any of these. I just keep them on low because that gives me the best FPS. For graphics quality, the actual thing that's gonna make a difference is the Roblox graphics quality, not the in-game graphics quality. For character controls and combat controls, that's completely up to you. If you're learning the game, you might want to have those on just to you can look at those and you know what you're doing. I like to have them off because if they're on, it just clutters my screen a bit, so I like to have my screen as decluttered as possible. For crosshair behavior, you're either going to want to have it on static or hidden. Never have it on dynamic, even though that's the default setting. Because dynamic, when you jump or shoot, your crosshair moves. Static is better because it doesn't move, but the best is hidden with a custom crosshair. If you're wondering how to get a custom crosshair, I made a video on that. The program I use is way better than other programs like Crosshair X. Next is indicator size. If you played APOC before the projectile update and when it came out, you realized that the indicators got way smaller, then you can change the indicator size back to 150, which is the original size. And that's really all the settings. There wasn't much to cover. But like I said, if you do want to get a custom crosshair, because it's way easier to hip fire with custom crosshairs. So if you want to get a custom crosshair, I made a video on that. It'll be in the description probably, I don't know.